And now, hopefully, you'll be able to hear. Okay. So how far have we went into the colonial era? Oh, we're building our pristine society of plantation owners and land aristocrats. I say let's load another save later on when we have the conditions right for independence. As you will see, a more developed colony. Okay, I'll do.
The sea is too crowded. It is full of lost cities.
Okay, and let's see if you can hear me now better. Okay, so probably let's have a quick overview of the colony. So here we have our larger colony with a lot of landlords and couple of libraries. Oh, we even have in the opera house. Go. Let's. This is autosave. This is, and we'll show you the opera house in a while. Lag is fixed. I love that. Sorry, guys. Okay. So what do we have so far? We have our colony that is ripe for independence. I think that you can hear me now, right? There is that. We have almost 200 people now, and we have a lot of money. But we'll be inviting the royal army to crush us, but I don't believe that we can do it with just one single military fort. So let's build up our defenses before we go for independence. So what we actually did while you weren't able to hear us is we jumped forth in time when the conditions for the independence are right. And I say give those guys some money so they're even more incentive. They have even higher incentive to fight for their homeland. Yeah. You think they have enough money?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, the highest possible budget. And the budget is one of the things that you can do to micromanage your economy and make specific buildings more efficient, as people will flock to the buildings with higher payment, if possible, of course, if they have the education for the specific job. Okay. And probably we can now go for the independence on the. You see that red exclamation mark.
Hola.
Yeah.
Presidente?
Presidente. Ooh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Governor, the island
Is ripe for revolution. Let's go and proclaim independence now.
Sorry.
Okay.
Presidente.
Yeah.
His Majesty is most amused by your declaration of independence.
Let's see what the Outlaw has to say. Yeah. Otherwise, we'll let them come. And as you see, some red coats have landed on our island, and our brave defenders are scrambling them as they're slowed down by our guard towers. And that guard tower time is doomed, but probably it will be good enough to slow them down enough so that more reinforcements, the squad from the palace arrives. Dum ta dum ta dum ta dum ta dum ta dum ta dum. And we'll speed up the battle a little bit. Yeah, here goes the one tower. And now you can see that you can see the marks over specific buildings that are targeted by the enemy. Hold on, just a second. Okay, so as we're going into the next era, now we're presented with the option to write our own constitution. The constitution is something that starts small, and of course later on it expands. And you can this is not just an interface that you can play with. Okay, you actually through it you actually trigger core concepts of the game. And hold on. Yeah, still dealing with some technical stuff here. Okay, so for example, you can set your voting pool, whether just the wealthy citizens would vote, or all the males, or some even crazier ideas like everybody can vote. That's pretty crazy for the beginning of the 20th century. Or you can also say who goes into the armed forces, whether it will be a militia and you will hand weapons to the people voluntarily, or whether it's going to be a conscription-based army, you retain control of the guns, or whether you go for a professional army. Of course, if you go for the militia, in the case of the uprising, there will be a lot of armed citizens. Or one of my favorite, you can determine the relation between state and religion, and of course you can go with a secular state, which brings higher liberty, happiness. You can go with an atheist state, where it's written in the constitution that God, it has been scientifically proven that God does not exist. Or you can go with a theocracy, where our Lord and Savior has appointed El Presidente as the legitimate ruler of Tropico. And all of those, they not only tweak little bonuses. For example, if you go for a theocracy option, the religious buildings on the island start to function differently, and they start to depress crime, as religion brings morality to the hearts of your citizens. Or if you go for the atheist state, actually your research is faster because there will be less dogmatic thinking, and tropical researchers will be more creative. However, as the times are changing, probably it's not a good idea to go for an atheist state, or the most you have to think in the times. So, for example, going for a theocracy is more okay early on, and then as you go on and the whole notion and the world changes and people start to get more and more liberal ideas, you will get less and less support from your population until you have that your state and religion relations set to a theocracy. If you go for an atheist state early on, a lot of religious supporters will be really upset that you claim that God does not exist. But I say this is enough to stay in a dome menu. So let's go back to the game, and let's elaborate a little bit on the industry section of the build menu. Okay, so now we have some industry appearing up on Tropico after we've gone into the next stage. For example, we can build a cigar factory right next to the farms and change what our crops are producing. Change the
and the capitalists are a bunch of
okay,
crazies
and
fighting
here is
over
Lulu.
stupid ideals with loaded weapons. And the others, for the most part, refuse to drink alcohol in obscene quantities. People,
Okay.
where is our society headed?
And here you have our host, Lulu, which just mentioned that now, as we've gone independent, we have different political factions, like the communists and the capitalists, that compete among themselves and will value your every move. And as we're going now to a fully independent nation, the whole political game kicks in. Now you have elections, now you have to keep your people content. You're not just appointed by the crown, from a faraway land, relying on the crown's army to keep people in check. Now you have to play the political game. At that moment, probably your dynasty will have enlarged. So let's check the dynasty a little bit. Yes, now we have that really weird-looking steampunk kind of Presidente that is currently ruling the island, determined by the big nice hat. But of course, I don't like his look, so let's go for yeah, that's it. Yeah, the light pink dictator of Tropico. That's much better. I also like yeah, the glasses. I always go for the glasses, and yeah, that's much better. That's a little bit more like it. Okay, and we also have this lady here, and currently they both will level up. You can change rulers and use the different traits, global effects and managerial effects that will elaborate as they're elected as presidents. Some will pass out with age. You can have up to 8 dynasty members. You can send them to a different education possibilities that will uncover as you go on. For example, later on in the Cold War, one of your, if you have an heir apparent, it will be well, it will be possible that he might get a trait resolving a certain Cuban Missile Crisis or not, and this might not happen because actually we have a list of events which form a random pool, and you experience only a couple of them in a single game. Yeah, pink dictator.
Presidente, I'm shaking. You're shaking.
Everyone is
shaking.
And here we have the earthquake that is dealing away with our farms. But
the
I say,
earthquake is over. We made it. I am now going to rethink my life and the choices I have made. Done. Now, let's evaluate the damage.
okay.
Hola, Tropicans! Ooh, last night things got
Okay,
a bit
let's
wild
go
between
to her.
Marco
Yeah.
and I, but I assure you, the only
I-
catastrophe we are responsible for is our
Situation
own.
is very bad.
I don't think the situation is bad. We actually needed that space to expand. Okay, so I'd say let's move forward in time again to our big island, and then we'll get you through the island and we'll play a little bit on it. Yeah, time is moving. So we'll make an overview of the island. We'll see. Okay, just a little bit. Give me that controller. Thank you. Okay, so now you can see this is the same island, and here is the heart of the old city, a little bit, you know, improved by the times, and there is also this I wouldn't say slums. El Presidente thinks better of his subjects. They're not living in slums, they live in excellent housing conditions, even if they're back from the 1920s, and you can actually see how your island has grown in time. You can see to the style of the buildings, which are more modern, which are bigger, which are more splashy. As
Presidente, look at these big, comforting letters. Obviously, they are big because they mean something important. Anything important would surely be written in big, nice-looking letters like these. There is nothing below them worth looking at.
And I don't, yeah, that's the increasing of penultimate salary with the small print there. And as you can see, not only your island has grown, but also your constitution has grown. And even, well, initially you deal with basic stuff like who can vote and whether you have a conscription army or professional army. But as you go on, you can actually make finer adjustments to the way your society works. For example, we can go with we can define personal rights. Let's go with a total state control. Actually, you are free to take more aggressive action, citizens, and we'll see that in action. For economy structure, we'll keep with a good autocracy because it really is making you more rich. But actually, you could go for example, planned economy or a free market, and the free market is much more dynamic, and certain tweaks that you do to your economy has stronger effect, like the budgets of the buildings. Well, with a planned economy, it's not a negative versus neutral versus a positive choice. The planned economy gives more impact of the directors that you appoint to certain factories. But I like my Swiss bank account, so I'll keep to a plutocracy. And or you can deal with globalization, whether we say we go for a protectionism or open borders or a strategic sector. Yeah, let's increase the base price for raw resources with some protectionist measures, and of course the global powers wouldn't like that, but we don't care about global powers as long as they keep us in action. Okay, as you can see, we have pushed those farms aside. We also have expanded throughout the island, exploring different raw resources. That's why we pumped their base price, because currently we're still not the most modern economy that is out there. We also have some satellite towns, you could call them that, that are better situated to house your workers working in a far-off places. And to show you what I mean by saying you can feel the flow of time in Tropico, let's go and modernize some buildings. Can we do that? Yeah, can we modernize just that one? For example, you can take that old concrete Cold War era apartment building, modernize it to a skyscrapers housing building, and voila, now it will cost tons of money, which we currently have, and it will be much more efficient, it will be visually completely different. And as you go and I say, let's modernize them all, and out with the old and in with the new. Yep, we don't care about money. We just care how our city would look like. And now you have a completely changed landscape over there. But we really decided to keep some of the old buildings because of their aesthetics. There is also certain type of... of course shanties can be upgraded. But yeah, I believe there is a shanty down there. Yep. Look at that, look at that. So this is good old shacks in the garden of a big ass guy. Sorry about that, apologies. So you still have the homeless people that are squatting around and that are putting up shacks and ruining your landscape. You have different ways of dealing with that, but as you probably know from other tropical games, the problems are persistent. And there, I believe we have a rebel. We have a rebel. What is that? Okay, so see that icon. This guy here, he's a rebel. And remember that aggressive actions against individual citizens will coalesce. We'll issue a kill order on this guy. Yep. And is that him? I think so. Yeah. Okay. So a free soldier will come up and shoot this guy down. His family respect will drop, and every bystander will disapprove of our regime actions. But our police has actually discovered, can I select one of those again? He has a role, and his role is a hidden role that our police has uncovered for this specific citizen, is that he's a rebel, and killing him will actually decrease the number of rebels that will be available to go into combat with us. However, what we really need to discover is the rebel leader, which is much harder, and for that we'll go into the secret police regime. So I say, let's go to the edicts and go for a secret police. And now we'll discover rebel and faction leaders faster. Yes, please go ahead. And now we have our secret police also.
Let me tell you a secret. In an attempt to boost the domestic sunglasses industry,
and yeah,
Presidente has approved the launch of a new
of course, on a small island like Tropico, it's nobody can really keep a secret. So Lulu has already heard of the news of the secret police being established, and hopefully we will find a rebel leader later on. But I say first, let's pump up our infantry and trigger a battle with the rebels. Because we have... Yeah, we'll provoke the rebels. I just want to show them that even though the military forces are no longer there because we don't require such quaint buildings, we have the military of Tropico has instituted other facilities in the same area, like a army base and 2 infantry barracks. And I believe we're pretty confident that we can lure the rebels into a battle and see what's going on. Oh, yeah. Yeah, please, no, they'll see. Go ahead, provoke the rebels.
I am so furious. I cannot believe what just happened.
Okay, so Penultimo never takes lightly the news of a rebel conflict on the island. But what is interesting here is that El Presidente is not really alone. He has his very little dictator type of air carrier, and now Tropico has its own aviation that will rain hell from above. Ah, yeah, I knew that we needed to have a fire station in place. I say...
Your right to rule has expired.
Haha, you think so? I say we ask the... Bring in the chopper. Yeah. Since we don't have a fire station, what is actually going on is that planes are firing at the rebels, but also setting nearby buildings on fire. And since we don't have a fire station, we will need external support, and we can rely on our big and rich friends to send us some choppers that will take down fires. Okay, as Ivan goes on playing, I will focus on your questions on the chat and try to answer them, or as much as I can. Okay, so how does the multiplayer work? We have 2 modes here. One of them is cooperative multiplayer, and the other one is competitive multiplayer. We don't really want to turn Tropico into a combat arena, so in both modes you have agendas, and you either cooperate or compete with one another to get more victory points within specific periods of time. And you can go for short tasks that yield less victory points, or for harder tasks that that will yield you considerably more victory points. Of course, your military may come in handy. Of course, you may get attacked. So it's always good to keep your eye out for a friendly Presidente on the other side of the island. You can play with up to 3 other players, so up to 4 players on the same map. You play on the same map. You can play in teams, or you can play individually. So you can team like 2 versus 2, or 2 versus 2 in the 2 teams of 2 Presidentes playing cooperatively. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, how does the trading work? Let's show a little bit of the trading interface. As you go on and hold on a little bit here, please. Yeah, actually scroll down. As you go on, and more industry options become available to you. Oh, I say can we? Oh, hold on for that offer. You have trade offers, and if you invest in your trading fleet, which means more docks and probably a shipyard, you will be able to fulfill specific trade offers. Well, the trade offers are actually time-based windows of opportunities that will either provide you resources or will give you the opportunity to sell your resources to a higher than base economic price. However, trade is bidirectional too. Trade affects diplomacy, diplomacy affects trades. So for example, if you want to go with that really profitable offer for exporting pharmaceuticals to the EU, you actually need to have them on the good talking term with you to be able to... Can we go there back, please? Yeah. to be yeah, to the same pharmaceuticals offer, probably, if it's still there.
No.
No. And as I said, window of opportunities.
Wow.
So certain trade offer to get hold of the most profitable trade offers, you will need good diplomacy standing with specific powers. Well, they don't really like each other, and actually, if you go too deep into trading with certain world powers, you alienate the others. So, for example, in the world wars, you'll be able to trade with the Axis and the Allies. And hold on for that. Yeah, you can yeah, sell bananas to the States, but definitely need to be on very good standing with them. Actually, the trade is also. The trade offers have this lifespan. So, for example, the whole period of the contract is for 15 years. It's also for specific quantity, but it also matters that the states are pretty close to the Caribbean. So, trade ships will really need much lesser time to reach the states than to trade with China, for example. Yeah, okay, so another trade question here, do you actually need to have the products that you're exporting? You can actually import cheap and export if you log the right trade offers, you'll be able to import and export the same type of resources. Usually, however, it is more profitable to produce the resources yourself. This is one of the mechanisms that we're introducing to make your economy much more dynamic, because you have to rush in and invest heavily into specific industry before that trade offer expires to be able to make the most money out of it. Okay, more questions, please. Oh, what happens if you run out of resources? Well, depending on the resource, you can always import a type of resource. Most of the resources are renewable, some of the resources are not. So, for example, yes, you can run out of mineral ores of certain types. There, however, I say, well, in such cases, if you run low, you can always go with some hydraulic fracking. Let's go with some hydraulic fracking. And that was the modern times edict. Oh, sorry, I lied. He was right. Yeah. So, for example, if we do some hydraulic fracking, we'll increase the amount of oil that we have, but it will really anger the environmentalists. Really costs a lot though. Yeah, let's go ahead. Who needs the money anyway?
Presidente. We have a crisis and we have to act fast.
Oh, and yeah, we have actually, yeah, I believe we have unrest, and if we don't improve our relationships with specific parts of the society, we might have a coup or uprising. Well, having a coup, in my opinion, is really more unpleasant, so let's check out our military and make sure that they have enough, that the pay is up to the maximum. Probably the ones in the palace as well, because I really don't want to have, like, rebelling army against me. Okay, what can you use your Swiss bank? Well, finally you can use a Swiss bank account. You use your Swiss bank account to help develop your dynasty members. And you also use your Swiss bank account on specific events to get out of tight places. So you can level up your dynasty members through the Swiss bank account. You can also use your dynasty members as managers in the buildings, etc., etc. For example, yeah, let's level up, but we don't really. Okay, we have a lot right now. Okay, more questions? Well, are there any differences from the PC version? As I mentioned earlier, but then the audio was really bad. I don't know how many of you have heard me, but yeah, go ahead, build us a big rocket. The PlayStation 4 is awesome. we did not scale down the game to fit in the console. So we'll be playing on PlayStation 4. You won't have any limitations on the game's performance or the amount of people that it can take or the amount of buildings that you can build. Yeah, of course, this is Tropico. We still have that. Ooh, can we look at that from above? Regarding the individual info on the people on the map, we've actually expanded that by adding specific roles. So now you have those people of interest. I believe let's find a crime leader. Probably over there. So yes, you do have the thoughts, and you do have no, those are rebels. Rebels are okay. We can always beat them. Okay, so we'll go and look for some other special citizen to give you an example. Because depending on the specific role they have, you can interact with them and have different things happening. Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah. So Alba here, she's a crime lord, and yes, she also has the thoughts. She also has her standing. For example, Alba Gray is a crime lord that actually has 100% approval of what we're doing. So I'll feel a little bit bad to the fact that we'll banish her because she's a crime lord. We don't want that sort of people on Tropico, please, no. But the good thing is that as you banish her, you will actually appropriate some of their wealth as you kick them out of Tropico, and she'll board the next ship together with her family. And yeah, this is just one of the quirky new ways to accumulate the Swiss bank account. No, there is no time limit on the game itself. At some point you expand all the research options, but really haven't mentioned research at all. Can we open up the research interface? Because yes, we now have research on Tropico. Research, well, research is different. First of all, it goes from the colonial times, like where you can discover the trigger which gives you the ability to use muskets, and then you can build the military fort. And but also it enables certain new layers of gameplay. So for example, once you've research the executives, the entertainment skills on your people kick in, and you'll be able to better manage your tourist industry. Or for example, once you find how to use the white flag, you can now build embassies on Tropico, and you can invite foreign powers and deal with them. And as you go on and on and on, you'll be able to research the future. Which will actually combine our Swiss future and give you the profits of research to your Swiss bank account, depending where you actually want the future of Tropico to lead to. It's more detailed than I had the time to present it here. And I say, yeah, let's go up for a supermarket. And now actually when we have quick build our nuclear program over there, those rockets that you found going up in the sky. This is not really good for our external relations, but it's definitely deterring an invasion or two. And now one of the differences with the previous Tropicos is that you can beat down invasions. So finally, when you get invaded, it's no longer a game over screen. You have the ability to try out the strength of your military against the invading force. Any more questions, guys? No, you do not need to set it for every building. The building leaders, we call them managers, and they can boost the specific building in certain ways. And of course, there is that the effect of a good manager over over economy building. But also, for example, you can have have a lot of rows out there, but I'd say the agent will help you detect the roles of the workers inside. So if you really need to find out more about your people, you would it would be a wiser idea to put it as a manager on a more populous building. However, there are roles that, for example, incline the people that work agitator, that incline the people that work in that building to vote for you. Or of course you have those that can help you pump out cash from a specific building or industry. So you do not need to set it for every building, but they do certainly help. And combined with the other, for example, with the planned economy constitutional option, you can really influence the way certain industries work. Or just, you know, find your handful of people and micromanage the right industries to make the tons of money. In-game street view camera so they can see the details.
Okay.
Yes, we'll just go inside and you can see the Tropicans are there, the traffic is there. So far we've laid out our island a little bit larger and we don't have the proverbial Tropican traffic problems, even though some now and then, you know, there is some waiting at the crossroads. And
Presidente, we have discovered the internet.
okay, guys, Tropico has the internet now.
Who knows how many years? It seemed to work okay after I blew the layers of dust off it. For some reason, it seems to be full of cat pictures. And pictures of nude ladies and gentlemen, which I have taken to my office for further study.
Okay, so once we have the internet, we have a number of handy edicts that can help us boost the boost educational capabilities and actually dissent in Tropico with free Wi-Fi, I believe. Oh, the different game modes. So, thank you for the question. What are the different game modes? You can choose to play either the campaign, which tells its own separate story of El Presidente and his adventures and the adventures of his dynasty on Tropico. There is also a selection of separate missions on specific maps. We also have a random map generator. Oh yeah, they're coming. But I believe we can handle it. Yeah, we should do something for those rebels. Actually, the way to deal with the. Oh, here it comes. Oh no. Okay. Back to the question. As the Tropican military is competently handling the rebel situation, and the tanks are rolling on the streets. No, this is strange. So. You can also play on the in sandbox mode, where you actually determine the victory conditions, or you can just ignore any victory conditions and play and stay in power for as long as you like. Because basically, this is what Tropico is about. You know, playing as you would like to and staying in power for as long as you can. have much more dynamic Tropico now.
Code 6, 105 North Avenue 52.
Okay. Okay, so we'll stay for a little bit longer as we had problems earlier, and we'll see how our island develops as we're about to face imminent disaster, because we're ultimately running out of money right now. So we have to act carefully now. You know, I think we have the martial law effect. I believe that is why we have so many. Is it active? No, it's not active. Okay. Okay, as our treasury is running low now, what we'll do is make a devious plan how to get richer. And the devious plan how to get richer is, I say, I don't know.
Take a loan?
Well, yes, first we'll take a loan to be able to crush our economy later down the road. Like, right now we can, yeah, you can go for a sovereign debt, yep. And then, oh no, we've taken all the money that we can, we've borrowed all the money that we can from international markets. I was wondering what kind of problem is out there. Now let's find a way to squeeze some money out of this game. Are our factories really working?
Yes.
They are? Well, hold on. Factory. Yeah. People are moving out cigars. Yeah. Can we see the other one? Actually, I believe we need more Teamsters in here. Probably we need a Teamsters office here.
We don't get money.
Oh, I see a question about do you still give a speech when the elections are coming? We no longer have the speech issue because we gave the player the ability to model his society to the constitution, not only make specific choices that have immediate effects, but also change the way core buildings operate. So, for example, the constitution options can affect the way your churches or your police stations behave, and they actually can make certain factions more or less prominent in the game if you stick with a certain choice for a longer period of time. And we're on the positive now.
Yep.
Okay. Do we have a research going on? Probably we can, you know, outsource some of our office lab space to foreigners and get some money. No, we can't yet. Okay. What else can we do? Can we see the upper dock? Probably it's clogged. Hopefully it's clogged. Let's see if we can afford this game. No. Okay. I say next time when we have enough money, probably pay back our loans.
Okay.
Like now? Probably, I don't know if we can do that. No. Yeah, let's buy bonds. Yeah, and this will decrease the... And there is a task. Let's see what it can give us.
The EU seems to be rolling in cash, and they seem to be handing it out to all sorts of riffraff.
Yeah, let's go. You made some embassies, right? Yeah, there is an embassy. Okay. Let's expel the US. Yeah, we don't need the US. Let's invite the EU.
We have reached the EU reward center.
Resource price increased by 30%. I say press 2. Okay, so we got some economic support from the EU. Let's see what happens. I believe we have some mines that we haven't really used. What kind of mine is that? Is it an iron? Yeah, let's go and look for another gold mine. I think This way, probably. What is that? Should be
Uranium.
uranium. Okay. No gold mine for us. Yeah, let's pump up. What is that? What is that? Ooh, here it is.
Okay. Next one.
Ah, no, we can do only the poor man's mine, the old times mine. We can't do the modern, flashy, automated mine. We'll wait for the next ship to bring us some money before all those. Yeah, I know you will have pressed 9. Okay. Probably.
Soon.
Yeah, let's go in the. Oh yeah, now we have the money. Now we have the money. Pause the time. And I also say probably see what we're making our money out of. Yeah. Yes, we need some road. Yeah. Yeah, some goes for El Presidente. Yeah, that would work. Yeah, that's okay. Also, yeah, make a steamers depot over there, so we can have some steamers to push. Teamsters, sorry. To push the stuff. Yeah. Yeah, let's go with it. We're rich now, we can afford it. Oh, we don't have electricity to that mine. Unfortunately, we don't. But yeah. Oh, we don't have the money for the upgrades. It will happen. Have faith in Presidente. Probably we can check out what we're exporting and look for a favorable trade deal in the almanac. Gold.
Gold.
Presidente, Tropicans await elections next year. They wish to show their everlasting love and respect for you. They may have used different words, but that does not matter.
Yeah, I say let's go with the elections. Of course, we can always win elections, hopefully. And yeah, keep Juliana. Nah, that would be easy way out. Nuclear test. No, we're not giving Tropican soil to foreigners who just want to experiment and don't care about us or the glorious nation of Tropico in its humble ruler. Let's do the water cannons and yeah, and the rock breaker. We'll be swimming in cash in no times. Actually, we wanted to show you a little bit of tourism expansion and the new types of buildings we have there, but we spent the money.
Yeah, blame me.
Ah, you're okay. Okay. Yeah, let's pump out some oil. Actually, I believe there is something. I believe that there's certain upgrades that we should look to in the our refinery that will pump out oil sooner. There's more people than. Oh, yeah, we got the tons of money. something came through. Let's go with the credits. And actually we have to turn some.
Presidente, my career as a weatherman is over.
Ah, this is not.
Everyone a warm and sunny day. And now we have a tornado on the island.
That one is ours. Okay, sorry. Oh, now we have a tornado. That's not a good thing to happen before elections, but I believe we can pull through. We have some cash. Okay. And the other thing, besides dealing with the tornado, is that I say we go and do some.
Back in the game. I can now actually
Cheap states. Come on.
And furniture across the entire island. Here is the damage report.
Oh,
Well,
here's the.
people, this afternoon's
Yeah,
beach
let's
twister
go.
contest will have to be postponed. Ironically, because there is a twister at the beach. Stay
Okay.
safe, everyone.
So, let's do some social security.
For the sake.
We have an opportunity to influence the outcome of coming elections.
Better said than
Strictly
sorry, I'd
speaking,
say.
this is not considered exact.
Okay, so yeah, our numbers are falling. So what we'll do right now is we'll use some last-minute policy. For example, if we actually grant social security to our population in the year of 2009, yeah, let's go ahead. And also we'll do something else. I believe that, yeah, we can give them some extra rations. They would love that. Provided we have the food. And
Great
if
giant tropical spiders, Presidente.
Ah!
Great giant tropical spiders, Presidente. The election results are in.
okay,
Thanks
at
to a
least
clever interpretation of the numbers, we've
we've
decided
decided you have.
you have won.
Congratulations, Presidente! You're still in power. Okay, now let's see what the other crises are about. Pum, 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 pum. So they say unrest. Let's see the happiness of the people and address that issue before we have the uprising. Crime safety. I think we should do something about the crime safety. Like, yeah, total surveillance. We had that as an edict. I always loved that one. The Big Brother. Okay. And probably another PlayStation. And now we're rolling in cash. Pum, 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 pum. Yeah, we made it. Okay. Where? A boat going crazy. It's a little bit tight in here, but they're good captains, they can pull through. I don't worry about them. Nah, they'll be fine. So let's get back to our tourist industry project. Do you think we have the money?
Yep.
Think so? Yeah. I
As
think
you
so
know,
too.
Presidente, we've been trying
good.
to improve flight conditions on the airplanes bringing tourists to Tropico. By keeping the livestock out of the crew compartments, requesting personal hygiene from the flight attendants, and placing seats in the planes, we managed to double flight enjoyment.
Yay, we now have seats in the planes. Okay, I say let's make a large aerodrome here, and yeah, here it is. Ooh. Yeah, we don't care about the money, right? It will be okay. It will be okay, trust me. I'm probably a parking lot next to it. Okay, so now we should look for some. Can we develop that beach over there?
We may try.
Of course we can do it. And I say also parking lot here, so it, yeah, that would be good. So it can take all the traffic. And a beach bar. Nice. One more. Can you have one more, please? Okay. Oh, that's my favorite, like ruin natural forests with gardens and parks. That's so tropical. Yeah, more constructions on the beach. It's not serious if you're gonna. Oh yeah, the hang gliding club is a favorite. We have hang gliders in a while floating around here, and I believe the first tourists probably no. The first employees.
They should be here soon.
The first plane will land soon. Okay, well, here it is. What's that? I think nobody gets off that plane. There was. It's okay. Ooh, I'll probably build a parking here on that end. Oh, you mean? Okay, whatever. It's your show anyway. And the cabs are coming in. Okay, so the first tourists have arrived. And can we set up a restaurant over there so they have a place to eat? Yeah, that restaurant should do. You wanna ruin the garden, right?
I'm trying.
Oh, and we'll show you the National Park. National Park is a funny new building that we made. The whole concept is that its effect depends on the average beauty that it encompasses, and even though it's just an entrance to a wild spot on your map, and if you spoil it and build it, it will its effect will fall down. So it's basically designating some area as wild preserve. And let's invite the cruise ship. Yeah, why not? What are you going to place? Some cabins? Very nice. Oh, we're in again? Let's see. Don't worry, there is always a way to squeeze in some cash out of somewhere. Oh, here you go. I think it's actually time to pay out our debts right now. So there will be no more, yeah, we just fixed our credit rating, and next year there will be no more interest on our sovereign debt. And in times of crisis we can always borrow money again, as far as we're giving it back, with interest, of course. I don't like that, being too close to our tourist haven, but yeah, probably they're oil fields tourists as well. Ah, don't spoil it. Okay guys, any questions? I'm a loyal citizen of Tropico and fan of El Presidente. Thank you very much. Okay, let me tell you a little bit more about the multiplayer. So there is this thing that we call the agenda, and it's a specific set of tasks that only the first one to achieve each task will get victory points. And some tasks are time limited, and some tasks are just there for the first player to take them. There is a full possibility to integrate resources, road networks, electricity grids. So you can achieve full cooperation. You can also declare war on your fellow Presidente on the other at the other beach. So you have the freedom to engage in any act of kindness or hostility, or just first engage in act of kindness and then engage in acts of hostility, because this is the way El Presidente would love it. Fun way to cause havoc. I believe you have the tools to do that on your own, on your city, but unfortunately no, there is no way for you to directly cause earthquakes or tsunamis, etc. However, you can still play with a disasters on an insane level and enjoy any of those every now and then.
I am so furious. I
Rebels, they're not good for business.
Presidente, I finally put my foot down and called a plumber in to look at the pipes in the palace. The plumber started crying several times while working, but he told me that it's a good thing I called him, or we would soon no longer have been an island. Apparently, we were losing so much water that the worldwide ocean level was dropping by 2 meters per day.
Okay. Yeah, let's go. I say we upgrade all our farms to hydroponic ones. As far as... Oh, are the rebels actually a threat right now? We have... Okay. But they're still attacking farms, right? They're not attacking the palace. I don't care about rebels. Oh, one of them is both a rebel and a crime lord, it seems. Good job. Oh, whoa, okay. Some of our food industry actually got hit. These are our ranches here that we actually failed to upgrade them to proper animal farms. But it's going to be okay. Yeah, let's modernize all, let's say. Hmm? Oh yes, now they consume different resources. We'll see. Let's first upgrade all the farms as well. This will both free space and it will free workforce as well, and it will boost productivity. And I believe we should add some more corn farms up there as well to be able to get all that. Well, not farms, but hydroponic farms. Pum, 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 pum. I don't comment on that. Farms like comment. But we need the corn ones to be able to feed the animals. There is some protest at the factory over there. Okay, we get the money rolling in. Okay. All is fine as long as you have a good military and the love of the people and the money to buy your way out of an election or two. Gosh, we have a lot of rebels. Can we find a rebel leader and decrease the rebel threat? What we'll do now is we'll search in the list of roles if we have any idea who the rebel leaders are, because actually you can find individual rebels and you can kill them, and this is not a problem. Decreasing. Oh, so here, hold on. Here we have rebel leaders. Killing rebel leaders is actually what's stopping them from... Well, rebel leaders make rebels. If you kill a rebel leader successfully, then the whole rebel threat will drop down. So we're going after Xavier Diaz. He's also like poor, so yeah, unemployed. No worries. I say we kill the other one as well. Okay. Don't leave any... Don't leave any rebel leaders out there. And the rebels will issue some amnesty for them. The rebel leaders are the one you're really after. But to do that you need a security apparatus to be able to discover the roles.
Presidente?
Oh, Dr. Rest, kill them, yeah. That's not really a good thing, as our popularity will drop as well. But, you know, security is more important than popularity. So, we'll be okay. Well, we have like almost 900 people.
Tropical spiders, Presidente. We have a crisis.
They're launching yet another attack.
I am so furious. I
Okay.
cannot believe it.
What are they targeting this time? Our pharmaceutical industry. I believe this will be a bad hit. It's a good thing that we have the money. Also, it's a good thing to finally set up a fire station, I'll say. And an airstrike or two might kill our guys as well. This is the moment where actually the rebel forces are finally larger than our army. But with the support, with the air support that we're getting, we might still get through this battle as we just did. Yeah, it's too late. Don't worry, we keep. Yeah, it's an expensive one because it has all the upgrades.
Great giant tropical spiders, Presidente. We have a crisis and we have to act fast.
Oh, what are they? Are they still attacking?
Yep.
Oh man. What's going on? I say we invest in the military then. Well, we still have the money. Something close to the palace, probably. Okay. That's relentless, man. And those plays are killing me, setting our own buildings on fire. Let's get some. You know that we should be also sure that, yeah, I think like 1 or 2 army bases would cover it. Yeah, here it's okay. In the back. It'll come out as well. Okay, so will our own game be able to beat us? We'll see. We should also upgrade the tanks, because we really don't want to go with the World War types of tanks in that battle. So please, yeah, okay. Probably these are not upgraded as well, but upgraded. Okay. Okay. I say, you know, probably we don't need that many libraries. I'll be feeling more secure if we have.
I am so furious.
Okay. Now it's.
Your pitchforks, light your torches, and bring your machetes. Whether you're defending the race or fighting against it, it's going to be one hell of a party.
Okay, let's see what happens in that general uprising of ours. It's a good thing that we built those tanks. I'm pretty sure we'll survive. That will be like kind of famous last words, guys, you know. I'm pretty sure that we'll survive.
Presidente, flawed patent laws allowed us to discover hot water. Unfortunately,
okay,
now we are
21st
in
century.
hot water, as every nation on Earth is patenting left and right to get everything else that is not patented already. Fortunately, the unfolding scandal has left foreign tourists with the impression that there will be hot water in their hotels and attractions, and we can use that.
Okay, so in the 21st century, Tropicans now can have hot water and even take a bath. Okay, let's see what else is burning out there. I'm pretty confident we'll quell the uprising. Looks like our guys are, you know, more numerous. Plus we have the aviation, which counts for something. Okay. No worry. Oops. What is that there? What are these guys doing here? Sorry about that. Okay, I believe it's a good thing to ask for final questions before our own game beats us. Okay, no more squads attacking the palace, this is good. I told you, we don't really need that. I'm really confident as long as there are no squads around my palace. Because with a city this big, it might even be a problem if one of my guys is... even if you have squads, sometimes it might be a little bit harder for them to reach the palace in time. So let's first of all upgrade the... yeah, they're already upgraded. Then let's remove those 2 libraries. Who needs libraries anyway? We have labs.
And we are very popular.
And we're very popular. Let's demolish those and make 2 barracks. Over there.
I am so furious. I cannot believe
Oh no, come on! No, come on, let's do it. Okay, we survived the previous one. We'll sure as hell survive this one. It's a non-stop. No, let them have fun. Please, just demolish the libraries. Yeah, the libraries. And the other one. Okay, good. Now I'll clear some space. Bye-bye, old quarter. You were beautiful while you were here, but progress needs your space. So let's build some barracks over there. So we have guys next to us. Like 2 barracks, I believe we can fit in 2 barracks. Yes, and one next to it as well. Yeah, good. Also, we need to. Also, we'll need to upgrade these guys inside. Give them special training. So yeah, and of course, yeah, there isn't. You can't add military capability while in battle, even though you quick build things. So we'll have to wait for the battle to resolve, and after for the whole combat situation to resolve, and afterwards we'll finish those barracks and ensure stability in Tropico. I really hate those planes now. They're lighting everything up on fire. Okay guys, final round of questions please. And if you hear that there is any political instability on Tropico, let me assure you that this is just opposition slander. There is nothing like that. People are supporting El Presidente. Every rumor of fighting in Tropico is completely false. It's made by irresponsible, unpatriotic opposition, and you're welcome to join in Tropico either as a tourist or as El Presidente himself, herself, whatever. Yes, of course we upgrade our aircraft carrier. This is our first job after you purchase an aircraft carrier. Actually, it has MiG-21s, but it's still the most popular jet in the world. Quaint a little bit, but hey. Oh, yes, you have the possibility to upgrade your aircraft carrier, otherwise the planes will wreak much more mayhem compared to what they're doing right now. And everything's fine as long as you have electricity. Enough electricity, that is. And as I mentioned electricity, I just want to show you something, guys, before the next rebel attack. So here is the place where we have those older cigar factories next to the very first power station that went up on Tropico that runs on coal. That is no longer here. The mine was exhausted. And we have later on expanded our electricity hub with 3 geothermal plants. This is a much later, much more efficient building, but we decided to keep the old one so we can show you the different aesthetics of the game. Whoops, sorry about that. And however, you can of course go for a nuclear power plant and a tidal power plant in one of the DLCs, I believe. So this is just a tiny example how, as the time moves on, actually sound economic decisions that you have made, you will not be able to rely on them throughout the game. You have to constantly expand and readjust Tropican economy because the effectiveness of certain decisions will fade over time.
Tropicans await elections next year. They wish to show their everlasting love and respect for you. They may have used different words, but
yes,
that
you can get
does not
them.
matter.
Okay. We'll be closing. We'll be stopping the stream pretty soon. I will boast in front of you that I will take these elections, of course. We'll see if that happens. So guys, really final round of questions because we'll be going in a while.
Presidente.
And another earthquake. And now someone was asking whether you can make an earthquake or tsunami, or for what purpose, as if I don't have enough problems already.
We made it. I am now going to rethink my life and the choices I have made. Done. Now, let's evaluate the damage.
Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, just a Teamster's office. Actually, we can be pretty confident that whoops.
Don't kill the bots, please.
Oh, they already have the special training. Okay, you're wonderful. Okay. So I don't see any more questions. Yes, you can get the nuclear weapons. We have the nuclear weapons.
Not the shack.
What? Not the shack, just the nuclear silo. We have the nuclear program, and this is your personal dictator dream. And what the nuclear program, the nuclear weapons do now, they just reduce the chance of foreign invasion. They do not eliminate it, because now you're given the opportunity to fight off foreign invasions, provided you have the military capability. So just another reason, you know, to keep your military up with the times, because in the beginning of the modern period we had, so Ivan here thinks that I'm about to lose the elections. I don't think that I'm about to lose the elections. In fact, do you know what I think? I think that, just on the safe side, like, there won't be elections for the time being. Actually, we survived enough battles to know that this is a pretty sound choice. So even if an uprising starts...
What do you think about this martial law, fellow
Oh,
Tropico?
here she is, as if I
First,
need
I felt
independent
like a caged
journalists.
tiger, but now I try to look at the bright side. I don't find it too bad. I get to spend some quality time with Alex, my pet alligator, and my average relationship has doubled in length.
Okay. So that will be all for today, guys. This was Tropico 5 on PlayStation, exclusively on the Calypso Media channel. We're from Hemimont Games. Thank you for watching. I think you need some kind of a nuclear holocaust. No, man. El Presidente needs his subjects. Why would he need a nuclear holocaust on them? He loves them. And they love him. This is the essence of Tropico. Love for El Presidente. And so be sure on the next elections to vote for El Presidente, or you know what, right? Or else. We'll be watching you. See you guys.